Don't worry, soon you're gonna be gone.
Since no one really has any questions today, I'm going to go ahead and do a review on audience and purpose. So I will show you a PowerPoint and then we'll go through the IXL assignment. Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Another meeting, Mr. L?
Why not?
I don't know.
Everybody sure.
Audience and purpose, or you said about audience and purpose?
Audience and purpose, yeah.
All right. On IXL?
On IXL. First, we're going to watch a PowerPoint and then we'll fire through some IXL examples.
All right.
And this one actually is recording. The last one I thought was recording, but I am not smart. Just putting it out there. It's not like you didn't know.
Hi, Tiana.
Hi.
Hello. We'll start at about 12:05, so I'm just going to give 2 minutes for everyone to assemble.
All right.
All right, let's go ahead and read this super fun.
What is happening?
All right, purpose and audience.
What? I'm lost.
All right, think about the last movie you rented or, yeah, saw at the movie theater. Sure. What do you think the intended audience was? Anyone watch anything recently? Anybody want to answer at all?
I ain't watched nothing recently.
Okay. So let's take an example of, I don't know, Endgame. Who do you think the intended audience was for that film?
I don't even know.
It would probably be, mostly young adults.
They don't look young. They old.
But the movie, it's a Marvel film, so it appeals mainly to young men.
Okay.
Why do I think that? Because it's rated PG-13, so that
Yeah.
means anyone over 13 can go, so they can make more money. The purpose and point of that movie was, well, I mean, really depends on how much you care about Marvel. The point of the movie was to make $1 billion. And how do you know? You don't have to write a half page for full credit. Don't worry about that.
Oh, so you want to take notes?
No, we're just going to go through it. I mean, if you get it, we're going to go over the actual IXL assignments too.
All right.
As a reader and a writer, the first time you approach a text, it's important to think about purpose and audience. Purpose, an author's purpose is his or her main reason for writing. Think, what is this for? Like a newspaper article is to inform. An author's audience is a particular group of readers or viewers that the writer is addressing. For example, the book The Outsiders.
Yes.
That is targeted towards a younger audience. Like, I mean, now it would be for older people because it was like written in the 60s. But
Mr. L,
yes.
why won't you post the work on Edmodo? Like, it's easier for me to do.
You don't do Edmodo, Jesse.
I do remind.
Thank you. Period.
I can look into it though.
Oh no.
For those that
I
need
got
it,
no
we'll
clue.
discuss that via Remind. Send me a message and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
An author's audience is a particular group of readers or viewers that the writer is addressing. Think, who is this for? There are 3 broad purposes for writing: to inform. For example, John Steinbeck wrote the novella of Mice and Men in 1937.
Yeah,
And the
cut those.
Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Grapes of Wrath in 1939.
Yeah.
If you could mute your mic for the shouting, that'd be awesome.
Sorry, that's my mother.
To persuade. Hi, Mom. Example, Creative Media's brand new Futuro MP3 player is far superior to any MP3 player on the market, including the iPod. We promise that you'll be
all of
more
your
than
classes.
satisfied with its appearance, functionality, and performance. So that is to persuade. It also kind of sort of entertains me because nobody buys MP3 players anymore or iPods. To entertain. Example, Marcus was beyond upset. His sister had made the honor roll again and he hadn't. This meant she would be hanging out with her friends all weekend while he studied. Not today. Just thinking about it was enough to make him kick his dresser in anger. All right, so this is to inform. Oh, they're using text speak. Ooh. Got me and my moms are going to the store tonight, so I can't come over. I am gonna get those new Nikes though, to inform. Are you watching American Idol? There's this dude on there and he is crazy. To entertain. You have to go to homecoming or you will be sad when everyone is talking about it the next day. Don't be silly. Anyone having any trouble figuring out audience and purpose? somebody could speak.
I get it a little bit. I get it a little bit.
All right. The audience and author is addressing should be reflected in almost every aspect of a text appearance and language. Example, layout, formality. What are some other ways the audience of a piece might be reflected? Diction or word choice, content or subject matter, and length. Obviously, you want to be more formal in like a paper that you're passing in for a class. Correct. Where you may be super informal, texting friends or like on Instagram. All right, instead of watching these videos, oh, we could. You want to watch a video?
Yeah, sure.
All right, mute your mics while we can hear the video. All right, who wants to guess what the purpose of that video was? Anyone, please? Who would be the audience that they would make that video for?
Young students.
Right, and the point is to tell them what?
I think it's about anger, like how to control that dude.
Yeah, but what is the main idea of the article, of the video?
Don't know what that
Anyone
was.
else want to guess? Tiana,
No.
you have no idea what the main idea of that video was?
No.
Why did y'all join if y'all don't gonna speak? Anthony, speak.
Well, he was angry, but he was also sleepy because he was abusing drugs. So the intended audience of that video was young people to tell them drugs are bad. Would you prefer we try a couple of the IXL
Yes.
assignments? All right, let's take a look at that. All right, so let's learn with an example. Hubert Rochereau's childhood bedroom is a kind of time capsule of 1918, the year he died. He was just 21 years old at the time. During World War I, Rochereau was a French soldier who was deployed to the battlefield in Belgium. After his death, Rochereau's parents requested that his bedroom remain untouched for the next 500 years. To this day, the room is filled with Rochereau's personal belongings, such as school books, his childhood bed, and his knife. The current owner of the house, though not a relative of the Rochereau family, has kept the room frozen in time. He says that although he feels little connection with the young soldier, it's a part of the history of the house, so I keep it. Who is the primary audience? Relatives of this guy? There's no mention of his relatives. Readers who live in France? Readers interested in World War I? Or readers of human interest stories? Anyone want to make a guess?
I think it's D.
D, readers of human interest stories. Let's see. Audience and purpose are important factors that work together to guide writers' decisions about word choice, sentence style, tone, and use of evidence. Audience refers to the intended readers of a text. Writers use their understanding of audience to make choices about what information readers need, what evidence readers will find convincing, and what language is most appropriate for those readers. Purpose refers to a writer's reason for writing or what he or she hopes to accomplish. Two primary purposes of nonfiction writing are to inform readers, as with textbook or lab report, and to persuade readers to change the way they think or act, as with an advertisement or a newspaper opinion piece. Individual pieces of writing will typically have more specific and complex purposes. The primary audience of the text is readers of human interest story. That is D. The magazine's article is written with them in mind. Let's practice. All right. Can someone read this for me? I mean, I can, but I don't want to. Please.
Read what?
The example. Read the lab report conclusion and then answer the question. Aloud.
I can't see it.
I'll do it. Sounds great. Based on the data gathered, we measured the boiling point of water at 99.51 degrees Celsius. The error against the expected measurement was 0.49%. Sources of error may have been impurities in the water, contamination of the equipment, or human error in reading the thermometer. If we repeated the experiment, we might achieve more accurate results by sterilizing the equipment, using distilled water, and verifying that the thermometer's readings are correct. Who is the primary audience? A high school science teacher, a writer for a popular science magazine, theoretical physicists, scientists who study water quality. Does someone want to guess?
Scientists who study water quality.
Let's try that. No, it's a lab report, so it would be a high school science teacher.
That's bull.
It's a little tricky, so we're going to try a few more. Same story. Based on the data gathered, we measure the boiling point of water as 99.51 degrees Celsius. The error against the expected measurement was 0.49%. Sources of error may have been impurities in the water, contamination of the equipment, or human error in reading the thermometer. If we repeated the experiment, we might achieve more accurate results by sterilizing our equipment, using distilled water, and verifying that the thermometer's readings are correct, which best indicates the primary audience is a high school science teacher. The writer uses the pronoun we, but doesn't directly address the audience. The writer uses language and jargon only teachers would understand. The writer describes a simple experiment with a known outcome. The writer describes the experiment's methodology in detail.
I think it's C. The writer describes a single experiment with no outcome.
All right, let's see. I think it's C as well. There we go.
Okay.
Try a couple more, and then we get to read this again. I'm not reading it. All right, what is the text's main purpose? To record an experiment and demonstrate learning, to suggest that accurately reading a thermometer is an important skill, to convince readers the boiling point of water is 99.51 degrees Celsius, or to inform readers about water impurities.
I think B.
What did you say? B as in boy?
Yes.
Anyone have A, C, or D?
I say C.
C. Anyone have A or D? Anyone think it's A at all? Because it's totally A. All right, let's try a new one with new text. Discover a wild beauty unlike any you've experienced before. Discover Costa Rica. Soar to great heights through misty cloud forests. Trek over lush jungle trails to spectacular waterfalls. Explore hidden mysteries in coastal rainforests. Let the experienced guides at Dodson Travel lead you on a 5-day hiking adventure through the untamed and unexpected terrain of Costa Rica. Call now to book your journey of a lifetime. Who is the primary audience? Travelers interested in Costa Rican culture, residents of Costa Rica, physically active adventure travelers, travelers who want a luxury vacation. Well, it can't be B, because why would you want to be convinced to go to Costa Rica when you clearly already live in Costa Rica?
I think it's A.
All right, you think it's A? Anyone
Yeah, me
think it's
too,
D?
Nah.
So you want to go with A, you don't think it's D?
No, it's not
Yeah.
necessarily luxury.
Bruh.
Bruh.
So physically active adventure travelers, so they're talking about 5-day hiking adventure. All right, let's see if we can read it again. Discover a wild beauty unlike any you've experienced before. Discover Costa Rica, soar to great heights through misty cloud forests. Trek over lush jungle trails to spectacular waterfalls. Explore hidden mysteries in coastal rainforests. Let the experienced guides at Dodson Travel lead you on a 5-day hiking adventure through the untamed and unexpected terrain of Costa Rica. Call now to book your journey of a lifetime, which best indicates that the primary audience is physically active adventure travelers. The writer describes the trip as a hiking adventure. The writer tells that Dodson Travel will take them on the journey of a lifetime. The writer makes a point to mention that the guides at Dodson Travel are experienced. The writer suggests that Costa Rica is a beautiful country with spectacular waterfalls. What do you think? A, B, C, or D?
I think it's C.
You think it's D?
C.
C? Anyone think it's A?
I think it's A.
All right, let's start off with A.
All right, bet.
And we'll do one more, and then I'll end this, and you can check the video on when I post it later today, if you need to
So
go
what
through it again.
we supposed to find this?
Discover a wild beauty unlike anything you've experienced before. Discover what? Costa Rica. Soar to great heights through misty cloud forests. Trek over lush jungle trails to spectacular waterfalls. Explore hidden mysteries in coastal rainforests. Let the experienced guides at Dodson Travel lead you on a 5-day hiking adventure through the untamed and unexpected terrain of Costa Rica. Call now to book your journey of a lifetime in New Jersey. What's the text's main purpose? To inspire travelers to be more active, to provide a detailed description of Costa Rica's natural beauty, to entice travelers to book a trip to Costa Rica with Dodson Travel, to inform travelers about hiking trails through jungles and coastal rainforests. Heiko, unmute your mic and tell me what you think.
I think it's to scam travel, so that would be like around the C.
Wonderful. All right. So it's not too bad. You can go through. You may actually have these actual examples for you to do on the IXL activity. And you can also go through and watch this video again on my YouTube channel, I will post a link to everyone once it has rendered and is on the site. That's it. That is audience and purpose. Any quick questions before we go?
What level to find the audience and purpose?
What's the question, Damien?
I said, what level to find the audience and purpose?
This is 9th grade, audience and purpose. So that is one of the 3 IXLs you had left over for this week.
So I can go ahead and leave, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna close the meeting out in a second anyways. And I will send a link out to everyone once the video is posted in case you missed some of this or came in late and just want to go through it again to see how you can correctly answer these IXL questions. All right, that's it. Have a good day.